Hey guys, it's Jack again. Welcome to today's Kickstarter and Indiegogo updates. Okay, so today's update is going to be super cool because today you're gonna see the whole new design of our Phiz app on Android. I believe this is the first time we show you the app in Android because previously we mostly just show you the app on iOS. But now today I want to show you in Android. And one thing that worth to mention is I bought this phone, Android phone, from China because right now we're in China to manufacture and coordinate the shipping, everything here in China. So I just thought it would be helpful to buy a phone in China and get a Chinese phone number, and this phone it is. Okay, so guess how much I bought this phone at. So basically I bought this phone for $150 US, and it's a brand new Android phone. I believe it's made by Xiaomi, $150. So yeah, so when I got this phone, I was kind of scared off that I was kind of afraid that this phone cannot handle the computation power we need for Android, because to do 3D scanning we do need fairly large computation power in your phone, CPU wise. So I was kind of afraid, but when I tested, it works amazing in this phone. So yeah, that was surprising, and I think if this app's gonna work in my phone, I think it's gonna work for most of the Android phones out there. So alright, so let's get started. Alright, so on my side you see the Phiz 3D scanner, like the one you saw last time. And on the bottom right of the screen, you should see my live recording screen of my Android phone. Let me just turn it on for now. All right, okay, I believe you can see it now. Okay, so let's open up the Phiz app and let's go all the way back to the beginning. All right, so let's reopen it. All right, so okay, obviously we're going to change the launch page for sure, but yeah, so this is going to be the first page you see. This is basically asking you to log in using your username, or you can even register using Google or Facebook later on. Yeah, but anyway, just log in randomly. All right, so once you logged in, you will see two things, two modes actually. The first mode is the desktop mode, and the second mode is the handheld mode, right? So I mentioned these two modes in my previous updates. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to go to maybe 5 updates ahead, and I should have that updates about the brand new handheld mode, right? So yeah, so basically today we're just gonna show the desktop mode for this app. Okay, so let's open up the desktop mode. And okay, so after you going into the desktop mode, the first thing to do, of course, is going to connect to your Phiz. Okay, so to do it, it's really easy. Well, let's make sure both Phiz is turned on. One more thing to mention is when you get your Phiz, if your Phiz is turned on, the ambient light, right? This lighting is on as well. But because this is a pre-production unit, and we're still playing around with the electrical, we didn't really have that function yet. But yeah, so I have to check about that little blinking to make sure these are all turned on. And yes, so these are all turned on. So once you turn on both devices, you should be able to connect to Phiz. So you will see how easy it is to connect it, right? So just click on connect to Phiz. And what happens in these devices is it's not like other Bluetooth device where you have to search for a whole list of all the Bluetooth and find out whatever you want to connect with it. So actually in the Phiz, we have a unique what we call UUID for both Bluetooth, right? And once you can, basically the app, it looks for the specific ID that matches to your Phiz device. So yeah, so basically it does everything automatically. And yeah, because I waste a lot of time talking, but now basically the device is connected to your smartphone without even touching a button. All right, so let's get started. So we click on scan start. Okay, so now it tells you to slide in your phone to your Phiz, right? And yep, so you guys all know that. So we're gonna rise up the Phiz beacon, and then you're gonna slide it in, just like so, right? And once we're done, we're gonna click already done. All right, so what you see here is the main user interface before you scan, right? You may wonder what happens on the right side of the screen, because it's basically just dark out, right? Yeah, as you can probably know, we are still playing with the UI design, and this is definitely not a final design. You know, right now we just want to make sure everything works well in the app. And yeah, so we'll definitely spend a lot more time in utilizing the UI design to make sure when you guys have it, it feels great, right? All right, so let's go through it. So basically, in this UI, you pretty much see, you know, 3 buttons really. So the top button is the smart lighting button, and here you can manually turn on the smart lighting like so, or you can just turn it off, right? It's pretty easy, and of course, Phiz is going to do it itself, despite, you know, if you turn it on or not, right? Based on the ambient light, right? And in the setting, you will see a very clear setting page where you only get to choose what you have to choose, and everything else is done automatically in Phiz and smartphone. Yeah, so that's the beauty part. And for the quick scan, we're gonna do everything default. We're gonna do the scan accuracy low because that's gonna save us some time. We just wanna do a really quick demo here to see how the app works together with Phiz, right? And yeah, so if you wanna see more demo scans, yeah, definitely go on to our demo scan uploading page. I will again post that link in this update so that you guys know where we upload our demo scan to, right? So, okay. So once you get started, for example, I want to scan this bottle of pill, right? So you put it on, right? So, and let's do the calibration start. So once you click on the calibration start, the first thing you will have to do is you will have to make sure your turntable is clean and clear, and you will see a laser line going through the turntable emitting from the Phiz, and the laser line has to be centered with the turntable. It's actually a lot easier than you might think because the turntable, the laser line is very clear and very obvious to see, and by aligning the table center with laser, it's really easy. So yeah, so as you can see now, I just, you know, by adjusting a tiny little bit about the turntable, it's already done, right? So once it's done, I'm going to click on done. So yeah, you will see a little loading time here. What happens here is that the Phiz is recognizing the turntable center, right? Basically, to basically automate everything else, right? Because you really need to know the turntable center to basically calculate everything, really. All right, so that's basically everything about calibration. It's really easy, right? So once you're done, you can just put your project object right on top of the Phiz turntable, and you're ready to go. So now it is scanning. So here I'm going to fast forward the entire scan process because, you know, I'm sure you don't want to waste your couple minutes here to see, you know, the plain scan. One thing I want to explain for you technical people, I'm going to explain what happens here, right? So what happens in here, I'll explain, right? Basically, in the camera, you see the camera is kind of dark out, right? So what happened here is we turn down the ISO or exposure value of the phone, right? So this way, the laser is the most obvious object in the camera. So this way you'll get the laser, you'll get a really accurate laser position because really the accuracy of the 3D scan depends on how accurate you can find the laser line in your camera, right? So, all right, so I'm just gonna fast forward everything else and see you guys later.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, it looks like it's done. Okay, so let's take out the phone, like so, and let's press on no. Okay, so now the 3D model, the raw model is stored in your phone. So where to find it? You will go to the library tab in the bottom of the of your app. In the library, on the top side, you will see two tabs. One is library, one is bag. Library is where you can find other 3D scans online from other people, and bag is where you store your own 3D scans, right? Okay, so we have already scanned and the raw data in our phone, and let's open it up. All right, so when you open it up, in your phone, you see the raw scan. So this is what we call the point cloud data, right? So basically, this data, this 3D model, I wouldn't even call it 3D model yet because this model is presented entirely by dots, right? By little points. That's why we call it point cloud. And the next step is we are going to upload this point cloud file to our cloud. And then our cloud computing is going to mesh this point cloud data, and then it downloads back with a fully meshed 3D model. In this part, I think we will just stop here, and in the next video, we will show you how our mesh are done and how you can acquire 3D models from the point cloud from your phone. Okay, so that's it guys today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.